hopefully. And it's live. Okay, again, sorry about the lighting. Wants to fade in and out with movement, but don't really know how to change a lot of that until I get some good lights. Hello. Hi, Nikki. Okay. Still setting up my little desk. My little space of desk. It's a little messy. But I wouldn't be me if it was clean. Okay. And rid of my X-Acto knife so I don't cut myself. Jackie, Happy New Year. Here, Lady Wolf. Hi, Rhonda. How is everyone? I am crazy. What's new with that, right? I watched Johnny from Junk Journal Shop do a live on, I believe it was yesterday, where she used embossing folders, card stock, craft card stock, Mod Podge, and ink, and made journals. Well, I didn't use journals. I made little notepads. That's what I'm working on. So this one's actually going to go into my daily journal. This one I still have to put papers in. Aren't they pretty? And then this one was white cardstock. And yeah, my arms are sore. Disorganized Crafter is Nikki. I know sometimes it's hard to know the names of people when their name isn't on there. I run into that a lot. Still run into that a lot, but if I see somebody calling them by their channel name, I try to tell them their actual name if I know it. Lady Wolf's actually Lady Wolf. Cat, I found 6 little golden books, 1 Sesame Street, Thomas the Tank Engine, Christmas, and the Little Red Caboose, and the Richard Scarry, and Baby Animals, Daddies and My Daddies. Oh, how cool! Yeah, so I'm going to try to do my lives on Thursday nights are going to be use my stash, or I'm going to end up tossing part of my stash, giving part of my stash away. I'm going to send out some happy mails, but I've got too much junk in a little space, so that is my goal. I keep reading chat and I quit talking. You can't hear me? Can anybody else hear me? And nobody can hear anything. Okay, you hear me fine. Hi, Tamra. Hi, Lauren. If I missed you, say hi again. Okay, good. So this week's, I'm going to use these embossing folders. I cut them all out beforehand because I struggle with that. Or not cut them, emboss them all beforehand. And to link Johnny's live where she did them in the video description. So that'll be under Junk Journal Shop. And then I'm going to go ahead and ink this one up. And then we'll add papers to these two. That'll be a total of 3. This one I'm not going to put into a book or a notepad. I am going to use this as 2 pockets in the baby journal that I'm working on. Hi, Purple Paisley Planner. I know your name, but I can't remember right now. I have a short memory. So this will go into the baby book that I'm doing. Happy New Year to everyone. I hope everyone had a good New Year. Good New Year's Eve. Annette. Sandra, you're using the honey now? That was so funny the other night. What is HNY? Honey? I was actually sitting there thinking, why does she keep putting HNY in there? I don't understand. My brain's not comprehending. And then you asked, so I was like, oh, I'm glad I didn't ask. So I'm using my makeup brushes to apply my ink because I love how they blend. And you get a really good color. Hi, Jamie. Happy 2020. Jamie, I got your card in the mail today. That is too cute. That picture with Crystal and Darth Vader. Oh, I love it. And I'm not even a Star Wars fan. Not even. I never even sat through the first one. Every time I go live, I start getting dings and stuff on my phone. So this one I think will be a notepad because it will go perfect this way. Did you? I've never watched it. Yeah, it was somebody favoriting something. I always love that sound. I like it better when it's a sale, but you know. We're just happy somebody's checking out my shop. Yeah, I was going to sound stupid. I could not think of Chewbacca's name at all until you wrote Chewie in there. I give up my stupidity, right? Okay, Jackie, be careful. Being on a train going home in New York City. So I will end up using two different colors of distress ink on this to give it a little bit of depth. Whoops. Like Johnny said, you do have to hold on to it or you will twist it and get a wrinkle in it. This is the debossed side, which is a little harder to get it to take color. Sorry, my chair has got the creaks. Must be getting old like me. We're starting to sound alike. Yes, thumbs up. Thank you. So I hope everybody had a good Christmas too. I got a crafty item. I got a cutting system for fabric. What's it called? This thing. And I got the self-healing mat and a ruler. And I love it. It was awesome. Be lurking, watching on TV while finished cooking and eating. Ooh, hope you're having something good. I had leftover homemade pizza from yesterday. Yeah, mine's not even, I don't even think mine's a year old, is it? My chair, or is it 2 years old?
Yeah, 2 years old. You know, it's probably age 10.
Oh, yes, Lauren. Thanks for stopping by. I would go on earlier, but I enjoy Brookie's lives, so. Chinese rice and orange chicken. Ooh, sounds good. Especially the orange chicken. I'm not much of a rice person. Rotary cutter. Thank you. I'm like, it's rolly thingy. And the mat thingy that it goes on. My kid bought it for me, and when it got here, it was in a box that was probably 5 feet long. It wasn't even, the box wasn't even half full. And they didn't put a thing in the mailbox that they were leaving it or nothing. My brother just happened to look up the driveway and seen them. Hi, Amy. Dropping something off by the mailbox. So anybody could have picked it up. Diane just put up a video. I need coffee. That's too funny. But I'm a coffee person, and if I start running out of coffee, or I use cream in mine, not creamer, I have to go buy some more because I can't go without coffee. So as soon as I open my coffee and it gets halfway down, I'd rather buy it as soon as I open the last one, but don't always get to do that. Now, I'll tell you what, this cardstock, if anybody has it, this is from Joann Fabrics. It's Parkling. It says it's 110 pound, but it is so much heavier than 110 pound cardstock. It is like so thick and stiff that I could barely get an imprint into it with my embosser. Yay, Brookie's here. So yeah, if you have that cardstock, you might want an electric. Oh, Diane just popped a video and said, I need coffee creamer. I'm being silly with a video. It just popped up with notification. I thought it was cute. So I haven't watched it. I'll go watch it after I get done with my live. It's a store, not show. Well, I thought maybe she went to a show too, you know. Jamie, why you been up so long? Did you open this morning? Do you have a stock truck? See a pink truck. Oh, a pink truck. So this is how it looks with the Mighty brushes that we all love. I love them, love them. Now I'm going to use a little bit of walnut stain. That was Vintage Photo. Well, Jamie is on the West Coast, so it's not quite as late there, but still 4 a.m. is early. Oh, Diane's okay. I'm looking on my desk, Sandra, going, where's there a pink truck? Oh, you're a good woman. You gonna come clean mine when I'm done? I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier.
Everybody has it.
Yeah, I have. And if I go too fast, it blurs. Can you see it now when I stop? Lady Wharf. Brookie, there you go. Change names again. But yeah, it's the only internet I have the option for. The store must be pretty close to Diane. You got a Christmas explosion in your house. This was the easiest Christmas to undecorate for me forever. I didn't put up a tree. I have one wreath that I got for Christmas hanging up. And that is it. Is the lighting okay, guys? As I turned the bright one that was glaring down toward the wall a little bit. Brooke, did you give poor Nom the rest of the night off? I was going to say, no, she's probably standing there going, put it there, Nom, put it there. Come on. Brought him dinner, though. Aren't you the sweetest? Okay. So I don't know about anybody else, but I love how that looks. You're tired and getting punchy. Okay. Let me get a piece of wax paper out and we will Mod Podge this. I made, instead of the journals that Johnny did, I made it into a notepad that we can stick into a regular journal. And it's so pretty. This is probably my favorite embossing folder I own. Yeah, I love shelving. And then I did this one. I haven't Mod Podged it yet. Of course, we all know me and butterflies. And then this is that 110-pound cardstock from J.M. Fabrics that's way thicker than what it says. Hi, Deb. How are you? So I got to Mod Podge these two. This one I think is my favorite. And these two were white cardstock. Just because I couldn't get that other through my embossing folder, through my machine. It was killing my arm. Dan said he would have done it, but I didn't even think about that. So I'm going to use my little silicone brush because, yeah, it's so easy to clean up. I will. I'll put them on Instagram. I'll put them in my Facebook group too. If anybody wants to join my Facebook group, it is Perfectly Imperfect Crafts by Kat. And no, I can't link it because I cannot link anything from Facebook. I don't know. I'm just stupid that way, I guess. I'm trying to make places to share my stuff where I can sell it if I want it. And I have a sale page on Facebook as well. Usually if you're going to do this, you need to open it up first. That's good, Deb. I kind of quit complaining because it never pays off. I'm trying not to go too fast, but if you don't go a little fast, you get all these lines in there. And I have some, what is it? Silver and gold. What about the fold? I fold it before I put it through the embossing folder. That way it's double-sided. Thank you, Jamie. It's once you do that though, it's very hard to get it through. Now I don't know, Big Shot may be easier. But the little Platinum 6 that I have, it's not too fond of making embossing folders work anyway. This brush is lifesaver. Oh, I can unfold. Yeah. I'm not the brightest sometimes. Art in the City, hello. Trying to look to see if I missed anybody. Hi, Text Judy. I think I said hi to Sue. If I didn't, hi, Sue. If I didn't say hi to you, I apologize. I think I'll use some gold on some of these too. No, I got this brush at Hobby Lobby back where the artist brushes are. They had a couple different sizes of them. Hi, Kay. And our Hobby Lobby, it's right on the other side of where the models and the modeling paint and stuff is. Oh no, Judy, I'm sorry. Feel better quickly, dear. You say that flu is horrible this year.
You find out you got hospitals on alert.
Yeah, we got a notification today that our local hospital is not letting but 2 visitors in a room. Hi, Jean. How are you? Turn this a little bit so I can make sure I got it all. It needs a little more right here. The worst part is holding it down and not getting your fingers in the Mod Podge. Lady Wolf is leaving. I'm going to lay down. Have a great night, Brooke. I'll message you in a bit, dear. Brooklyn as bad as ever. Okay. So let me grab my heat tool. And I'm not going to try to mute you because the last time I tried to mute something, I muted the whole thing forever. So, sorry. Oh, Brooklyn's up top. I was like, confused. Okay, sorry about that if it was too loud. I love the way it makes it feel after you're done. So now we'll do the inside and let it dry. Erin, did I say hello to you? Because I don't remember. Okay, I missed what? Don't hide and not Erin, she's naughty. Okay. I don't know. Her and I were having some fun last night, yelling at Keisha. It was quite the show last night. You know, baby wipe. Ugh, I can't stand that, Jamie. Somebody walked into my office the other day at work and started coughing, and I'm like, get out. Just get out. Don't need you here. Get out. I can't take the flu shot. So. Whoops. Throw the pearls in the... Turn this a little bit. Night, Kay. I missed what Erin said. Behave yourself here, Brooke. Keisha's live was fun last night, but I was answering out loud. My husband kept looking at me. Oh, goodness. 48 kids. I think it's just everywhere, and it's hitting early. And the weather here has been like all over the place. 31 days, 60, 65 the next, down to 20 that night. No wonder everybody's sick. Hi, Elle. Elle, I got to show you the first page of my book, Inspired by You. Give me 1 minute. So I can finish Mod Podging this. I have a long way to go to get to your, but it's my style, so. I got a long way to go to use the colors that you use. That's what I was trying to say. I don't compare myself with anybody else's work, but I want to use color in my stuff, but I end up going back to browns and pinks, and color puts me out of my comfort zone. Okay. I think that's all the Mod Podge I need. Pull this off here. Yes, Elle loves her colors, and she's so good at using color in her. Let's put that on upside down. In her books. So I got the book made. There's my cover. More notifications I can't see. Journey on the front of it with the definition. That's from Old Design Shop, I think. There's the spine, and I'll put the months completed in it. So this is about as colorful as it gets so far. And then inside, wrong way. This came from one of my daughter's old Girl Scout books. I loved it, and these are actually cut out. V1H1. Oh, I carry around a bottle of Lysol. And my word for the year is endurance. And January Brookie calendar. So what do you think? It's my to-do list. And then my 2020 tag for January 1st with my scripture and my journaling on it. I'm not going to bore you reading my journaling. Because trust me, it's not that interesting. And then this, I made homemade pizza yesterday. This old bowl right here was my mom's or my grandma's. I can't remember which. Either way, it's at least 60 years old. And I kind of went overboard with the pizza. And then up here is another little pocket. And I took the wrapper from my indulgence and put it in there. Because this was a piece of this is, what is this called? Let me get to it here. Somebody can give me the word. Wallpaper. That's it. This is a piece of wallpaper that I put in and I sewed it to that. Hi, Deidre. How are you? Hi, Debbie. And then, yeah. So I just started on that page. I used your weather stamps. I just used a bunch of cutouts. This is from the internet. So I'm going to try to succeed this year in an everyday creative journal. So some of the papers, a lot of notebook paper, some shorter papers. And then just random papers that I sewed together to make longer pieces. I just stuck that in there because I need to have the dates written down. And I used old calendar pages because the pages were beautiful. And then my version of Elle's folder is a file folder that I just cut up a bunch of. This is all from the Brooks kit. Brooke and Darla's kit. And then words that I cut out and stuff from Tsunami Rose. Thank you, Donna. And then this has got just random papers, music papers, stuff that I can use in the book. All cut there. This made me think of Laura. Wishy flowers. And then I made a little pocket on the front there, and it's got book pages and just random goodness from my recycle bin and stuff. This idea is a twist of what Elle from Never Hopeless by Elizabeth, you see her in chat there. That's what she does. A daily creative journal. So just random things cut out, put in there to use. Thank you, Rhonda. Because I always make myself a journal and then I end up not using all of it. Or like last year I did quotes, which was fine. The quotes worked good, but I got bored with them. So, and I had these. This is actually a. It was a legal sized file folder, and I can put stuff here too, small stuff there if I wanted to. Who else is taking inspired by Kat and showing this? Oh, thanks. You want to order one? Order one what? Veg yesterday was state of my agenda. That was on my agenda, or on my list, was to stay. Yeah, it's for 2 months, maybe 3. There's enough kids do 3 if it don't get too chunky. Because I love the orientation of the book, the horizontal. Oh, you want me to make you a journal like this? I can do that. I'd have to find another, what's the word I'm looking for? Horizontal book, or make a cover horizontal. Yeah, just message me on Facebook, Debbie, or on my
email.
No, I'm trying to think, my Etsy shop, and we'll talk about it. So that is, yeah, I love it. I think it turned out really cool, and I love using the old calendar pages because the graphics on them are gorgeous. And this one, I didn't have enough paper to finish it, so I just sewed them together. Yeah, I do too. This one I got from Katie's Trebify. My plan is to journal every day. I love this one. I don't know if I'll put anything on this one because I just love the back of the calendar page. But see, I can cover it. This was from 2017, I think. Yeah, you just, hello from Jamie's husband. I knew Brooke was going to beat me to it. Hello, Mr. Jamie. But yeah, I like to sew the pages together to make more space. So I have this was some paper from like a mixed media paper pad, and I had to have the numbers. You got any crafting ideas? Good one, Rhonda. Sounds good. But then the cover, I used Johnny's technique on making the cover and wrapping it. I didn't do a perfect job, but it was okay. But I may have not made my spine wide enough. Yeah, everybody's saying hi, Mr. Jamie. Hi, Jamie's dude. Hi, Arlene. That mixed media paper is so cool. My friend Jan picked it up for me at Tuesday morning. My biggest problem is finding place for everything. Okay. So now let's go back to this because it should be dry. Yes. So we're going to use papers that are completely out of, you can't see it, it's over here to my right, is my scrap bin. It's all scrap papers. Things that I've started and didn't finish. This is one that I sewed all together. It's hard to tell what we'll find in here. Oh, we don't want a Christmas card. Oh, that got stuck in there. And that's an envelope. Sorry. These, we can put one of those in there. Because this is just going to go into a journal or as a notepad, so they don't have to be perfect. What link did we put up? Yeah, I think that's why I loved it. When I started watching Elle's channel, I was like, she just does everything in it. Her calendar, her everything is in there. So I'm like, I need to do this because having 10 books and trying to control them was not working for me. The only other book that I do take time to do is this one. My Peanuts book. But all it is, it's how I made my Matchbox journal covers, coin envelopes, and the scoring lines. Different things to do with book pages. How I made my Patricia pockets. All her instructions there. Different kinds of pockets and stuff that I made. My tea bag that I made out of paper. Figured it all out on my own. Finding fun, all those tucked away goodies when we clear out everything. Yeah. But yeah, that's the only other thing I do. It's got everything that I've made, like my little, just, so if I look back and I'm going to add that again, but I can't remember how I did it. I have it written down. Yeah, because it's for me, it's a necessity to have an idea book because otherwise I'd be in trouble. Okay, so I'm just kind of stacking these to where they're going to be, and then I'll end up cutting them off, but I want to add some more paper because this is just, like I said, it's for notes. It's not for anything major. This was from an old notebook that I had that fell apart, so I cut the rest of the spine off. And then I have my ephemera notebook, my ephemera folders, which I've showed those before, which I want to make some of those and put in my shop because I've had people ask about them. All right, so my kid and the dog are fighting, so if you hear somebody talking in the background, that's perfect. Did the Tim Holtz people escape? What Tim Holtz people? What is she doing? Standing under my feet. Oh, I think my Tim Holtz people are in a little plastic thing. They can't escape. Okay. Let's see. I don't know if I want to put that in there. I think I'm going to pass on that one. Let's use this. Call Johnny. She'll tie them up. Hi, Angie. Did I have it? Now, Aaron, you're going to make me look because I can't remember if I actually had Tim Holtz people in that.
Not to suffocate.
My husband just told me to let them out. They'd suffocate. Oh my gosh, Debbie just said the same thing. We bought a tote one time to put my daughter's toys that she was no longer playing with. Hey, Dana. She was too old to play with them, but they were things that, she wasn't quite ready to give up, and we weren't quite ready for her to give up. So we put these baby dolls in the tote, and the dog just kept looking at that tote, so worried, like, why are they putting them babies in there? It was so funny. Sorry, I'm not on frame. I'm like, duh. All right, so then we'll take this one and fold this one. This one was so much fun because these papers are
You in there getting in trouble. You in there getting in trouble.
Sprayed with the, what are they called? Shimmer mist sprays. And they were cut-offs from the pages. And I thought, I spent all that time, I can't do it. Oh, you're good. You're good, Angie. No worries. I don't have anybody on a timer except myself. The strings didn't cut. Okay. So I'll even save these again because I'll use those for the edge of a page.
Is your stuff working?
Why?
Because I'm still using the internet. Is it still working?
Oh, yeah, it's still working. Okay, so then we're going to take this. We're going to have to trim up that again. So let's cut about a 1/4 inch off. I like to have a spiral, not spiral. What's it called? Rotary cutter one that I used for just what I just did there, cutting a bunch of pages at one time, but I can't find where I stuck it. I don't know why I don't use ledger pages. I can't get ledger pages in my head when I do a video, and today I can't do rotary cutter. Okay, so we're doing a very simple binding on this because it's going in a journal and it's not a journal. I do use a cutter sometimes. So what I'm doing is just punching the hole, and I'm just guesstimating. Nothing perfect here. And then I'm going to take some really thin ribbon. As soon as I find where I put that bag. Bye, Jamie. Thank you. Elle's is having a sale Saturday. I will be at work. My Saturday off is done for quite a while now. Unless I'm sick or on vacation. And then I take my needle just so I get it threaded through there right. This is one of those little trays from the automobile shop. It's magnetic. I thread my needle, get it where I can see it. Oh yeah, the dreaded word. And I'm just going to go just like you would on a pamphlet stitch, but it's going to be on the outside. Oh, I started wrong. Scratch that idea, we'll start again. To go up from the bottom. Because I want to do get the right way. Haven't done this in a long time. Can you tell? Yes, those magnetic trays are amazing. Okay. What in the world did I do? Forevermore. Only Cat could do that. I put it right through the ribbon. Imagine that. Let's see if I get it, or we'll just end up throwing this away and starting again. Yeah, that's where I got it, at Harbor Freight. I couldn't think of the name of the place. And thread my needle. Okay. Yeah, Harbor Freight. I don't know if they have them at Wally World. I've never looked there. They probably have them at some place like AutoZone. I don't know what all y'all have around the country, but here we have a place called AutoZone and one called O'Reilly's. But yeah, I got that one at Harbor Freight. It wasn't very much. I think it was only a couple bucks. To get this neat little bow. When you can tie better than Cat does. Yeah, it is. To me, it's a necessity, but then it will open. And you got all these little places to write, except for that one will come right out. This is a show called What Not to Do That Cat Does. Anyway, make your holes a little farther in when you're not, so you can consider the pages. But that's okay. I'll use these for something else. So isn't that cute? I love how it turns out. There's two. I'm going to do one more. And I think I could sell these for a couple bucks. Just using scrap papers and, you know, all the fun stuff that we all have in our homes. And we're all like, you know, what are we going to do with that? Jamie left, didn't she? That's right. That's right, Arlene. Do as I say and not as I do. You can use your Project Life cards. Yeah, you could washi tape them and tip them in. So I'm going to put a Project Life card in this. Do what, Dan?
Slogan like that, you work together.
My husband. And we'll try to build a little better one this time. I keep pulling out Christmas paper. Oh, Angie, there. It's all good. Oh, we have another piece of cardstock here. Oh, that's right. Jamie went to dinner. I was going to ask her if I could show her a picture with Chewbacca. Oh, goodness. You can tell Christmas has just passed because all I'm pulling out of this box is Christmas stuff. You see, when I have a 6x6, which is a little bit too small, I would do this. And I'd still put it in there, and then you could tip on something like that. Did I get the name wrong, Rhonda? Night, Arlene. Thank you. Let's trim that down. But I put 8 pieces of paper in there and bind them up like that. $2 or $3. Maybe a little more than that, because that is a lot of work on ink and stuff. I don't know. I have to figure it out. I think they're cool, though. Aaron leaving too? Okay. So let's call this one. Everybody. Running everybody off with good laughs, though, right? Oh, forevermore. Fingers work. This is what happens when I do something and I make my hands hurt. Then my fingers don't want to grip anything. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to put a Gemini or a Vagabond, which I think the Gemini is cheaper, on my shopping list of goodies, even before I get a Cricut or something for fussy cutting. $10 to $12 because of the carpal tunnel. Yeah, I wouldn't feel comfortable charging that, but I'm thinking maybe $4 or $5 because they're cute, they're handmade, they're one of a kind. Switch devices and put the pups to bed. Okay. All right, so there we have. My fold was a little crooked, but we're going to make it work. Trim that one more time. She's warming up your car. Well, at least she's not warming up your broom, right? $5 sounds good. I would probably decorate more on the cover and that kind of thing. So. Sandra, no one's going to kick you out. I just keep looking up and seeing people say bye. And I'm like, so who's leaving? And then I get the wrong person. I do that every time. Warm up the electric blanket. Oh no, I'd get too hot. Too hot. So we're going to bind that one the same way. Hopefully a little better. That's good. I'm glad you know that. Well. Eight. Okay, so come from the back to the front, back to that side. Gotta leave a long enough tail. To the front. Back up in the middle. There we go. So that one works smoothly. Yeah, I didn't know either. I'm like, what is wrong with Erin? Why is she calling everybody honey? 29. I think it's only supposed to be down in the 40s tonight, isn't it? 45 or 46. I'm like, that's not winter. That's springtime. I literally was thinking about writing that, and then Sandra wrote, what's HNY? I'm not so good at writing. What's the word I'm looking for? When you just use the letters instead of writing the word out, you just use the letter abbreviations. I'm not so good with those. So there's that one. And then you can tip in, and it'll make its own little spine type when you do that. So, okay, there's those three. So I thought that was a pretty cute little project. Stealing, or being inspired, rather, by Miss Johnny. But I think this one's going to go on my page in my book that I just showed earlier for tomorrow. Night, Brookie. Hope it's a good dinner. Thank you. So now I want to do one other thing. I would like some ideas using a stash, like that you guys would be interested in seeing in my lives. I don't want to bore you in doing the same thing that, you know, I just don't want to be boring. Hi, Debbie. Bye, Debbie. You posted the song in Facebook. Okay, I missed something. So I'm thinking of doing some altered cards. Yes, stash busting projects. I mean, if you tell me something that I don't have, I'm not going to go buy it. I'm just going to say, no, I don't have that. Like, I want to make some more napkins into tissue paper. And that did not come out right. Napkins using the iron, plastic wrap, and ironing it on. Acronym. Thank you. That was driving me crazy too. I kept thinking synonym, hyphenation. I couldn't get it. But anyway, I want to do the napkin paper because I love doing that. How many of you have seen the where you iron it to the paper? So I got me a new little. I got it off of Amazon. It's the ironing pad that you put down so it protects your surface. So I can actually, if I could talk, iron where y'all can see what I'm doing. Knew it, but you couldn't spell it. No, I couldn't spell it. I didn't know it. I was completely bamboozled. So I got laces. I don't know, just ideas. Because the last thing I want to do this year is buy more stuff that's just going to keep stacking up. Oh, okay. I got you, Carla. I got you. I've got paper pads out the wazoo. I'm thinking, yeah, I'm thinking, why do I hoard all this stuff? I yelled, it doesn't that count? Yeah. If you know it, it counts. When I don't know something, I'm like, dang it. It drives me crazy, or I'll wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning going, that's what it was. I come home from work and I was like, kept going, I forgot to do something. I forgot to do something. I forgot to do something. I woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning. I forgot to activate the ad. So I had to get up and call them and say, hey, you need to go back there and push this little button that says this and this, and change this date, and then push process. Because I didn't do it last night. No, I'm not coming in. I'm awful that way. So this is the baby book. This is how far I've gotten on the baby book, if anybody's interested. So this is month 1. And I've still got to put my plain paper in. Month 2. I love Mother Goose. And this one I had to sew on to make the page longer. Month 3, that's got 2 big pockets. Oops. 2 big pockets there. I have a lot more sewing to do. Month 4, lost count. And it's got a big cut. I love this paper. I love this paper. This came from Cheryl Wilm. So almost all this paper right here did. Month 5. This was hers too. It's actually going to be 14 because I want to do one that's the pregnancy. So I have to get that signature set up. And then the actual newborn where the baby is born and then start into the month when it's turned 1 month, 2 month. I've done one with 12 signatures before, but it was quite a while ago. I love this paper. Isn't that cool? Focus. So it's going to be a pretty big book, but I want her to have room. She's never had children. She's always wanted children and didn't think she could have them. So I want this book to be special for her because this was such a shock to her. The theme is just baby girl with monkeys thrown in. So I found this little kit on Etsy that had all the months with the milestones and everything because the baby's dad is a traditionalist and he wants to be able to fill out the height, the weight, and the miles and milestones and all that. So that's his little bit of tradition for him. And then she gets all of her pages for putting pictures. Yeah, to be used and to be cherished. Like I cut monkeys out. They're in here somewhere. Oh, I just dumped them. Oh well. So I cut monkeys out yesterday while I was watching Keisha's live and Johnny's live. That can be put on the different places. There'll be envelopes like this one. First haircut and that type of thing. This was some paper I had in my stash. Just different things. It's going to truly be a junk journal style because, you know, she loves the stuff I make. She works in the deli where I work at. And she kept saying, I've got such a headache. Everything I eat's making me sick. But I finally looked at her one day and I'm like, Christy, are you pregnant? No, I can't have kids. I've never been on birth control and I can't have kids. And I'm like, hi, Johnny. You better check. Because maybe the person you were with couldn't have kids. And now you're with someone else and he can have kids. And sure enough, she was pregnant. So, and she's so excited. Still have your braid from when you were 4 and your mom cut it off. Yeah, she was very lucky and blessed. She was totally shocked because, like I said, she was with a guy for 10 years and never used birth control, couldn't get pregnant. And then he turned into a real a-hole. But yeah, I cut out all his little monkeys. It was a fussy cussing for sure. Cutting that tail out was horrible. Yeah, that's what I said, Carla. She was meant to meet the right person. Because the guy that she was with, he turned into a drug addict and everything else. Yes, he was a dud for sure. And she kicked him out. Thank God. They are so stinking cute, but let me tell you, they'd be easier to cut out with a Cricut or a scanning cut. I was like, oh, what am I doing? And then I have to do another baby book. It's for my nephew and his wife. They're going to have their 3rd baby. So, yeah, I got baby books to do galore. So, Johnny, this is my take on your project. You don't fussy cut? Yeah. I used to hate to fussy cut, but I don't mind it anymore. But just going around that tail, I was like, oh, man, I could really use a scan and cut. I didn't do a journal. I did a little notepad. So it flips up. I want to get me a ceramic cutting pen. I think those would be handy. So that's the first one I made. Can you see it? Love it. I used these to do the inking. And then I did this one was white cardstock. And I did the inking on it. I just have bad wrists, Carla. I was joking on Brooks Live that I needed a doctor's excuse from Johnny that my wrist hurts so I don't have to tear price tags tomorrow. And then this one. Yeah, I saw Bima said she was going to be selling it. This one is that cardstock from, it's cardstock from Joann Fabrics. And it is supposed to be 110 pounds. But this is 110 pounds, and this is way thicker. More notifications. Love it. How great we can make one thing and everyone turn it into some other things. Thank you. It's a pen that has a ceramic tip in it, Rhonda, and you can just follow along anything and cut out. And then I've got this one. I am not a fan of Distress Oxide inks unless I'm going to do this technique with them. And I splashed it with water so it would oxidize. And this one is going to actually be cut across the top, and I'm going to use it for a pocket in the baby book that I'm making. And I got others. I got this one I haven't done yet. Let's see if you can see the embossing on it. Yeah, I mean, they're great for mixed media. They really are. But for everyday inking, and this one's going to go in the baby book. And then this is the one I thought I broke my embossing machine on. So, yeah. So I'm going to work on those. I may put these in my shop. I just got to figure out pricing. That's my hardest thing to do, is figure out pricing. I know what's wrong with my computer. I didn't turn off the autofocus. Sorry, girls. And this one didn't go all the way through the embosser. Everything's a necessity. Well, my necessity right now is to get rid of some of this crap that I have. It is my least favorite thing to do, because I have the mindset of a person who purchases instead of pricing. And so, oh, look at all the ink. I think about when I see it, I'm like, I'd pay a couple dollars for that. But if you really think about the time and the labor that you put into it, it's more than a couple of dollars. Dan needs to take over cranking those out. Yeah.
You don't pay enough.
He says I don't pay enough. I just fix him pizza every now and then. My little cup or bowl of the dough. We had so much pizza. 2 days worth.
2 houses.
Hmm?
For 2 houses.
Yeah, 2 days worth of pizza. I know. Rhonda tells me all the time I price underprice my stuff. And yeah, I probably do, but I'm just
Weird.
I think from that perspective of the person who might be buying it, and they look at the price tag and go, yeah, I can't pay that. So, but I think it's going, this one here is going in this book. It'll be in a folder right there with my journaling in it for tomorrow, about today. You agree, Ron? Double his salary. So I'm making 3 days worth of pizza instead of 2. Nah, he's too good to me as it is. He's a keeper for sure. So anyway, that's all I have for tonight, ladies. It's my nod to Elle. And now the connection is unstable. Oh. It hears me say that's all I have and decides to go. It's just hard to figure it out. I do the same thing for the few things I sell. I finally charge what I'm worth for my private reading tutoring. That's good. Sweetest dreams, Westwell, I can't talk. Thank you, ladies. Thanks for all the thumbs up. Thanks for coming by. And I'm going to get off here. Get ready for some sleep. Love and hugs to you all, and everybody have a wonderful week. I'll see you next Thursday with the next installment of Let's Use My Stash so I don't have to trash it.
That's crazy life.
I gotta find my mouse. I'm glad it held out this time because that is so annoying. So, all right. Good night. Thanks for coming. Bye.